Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a play problem. Let's take a look at the auction. Our partner passed, our right-hand opponent passed, we opened one no trump. Our left-hand opponent passed, our partner bid 2 clubs, which should be Stamen, showing a 4-card major and 8 or more points. Our right-hand opponent passed, we bid 2 diamonds, denying a 4-card major. Our left-hand opponent passed, our partner bid 2 no trump, inviting us to game if we were at the top. When our right-hand opponent passed, we passed because we're at the bottom. Our left-hand opponent led the 2 of spades. Now, when you are playing a hand and the lead comes out, I want you to take time and assess the hand. In no trump, this means counting winners. In a trump contract, it means counting losers. I want you to come up with as complete of a plan as you feel comfortable doing. Our primary focus for this video is going to be what we're going to play on the first trick. Of course, to assess that, you need to assess the hand. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Feel free to do so. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about this trick. Person who held our hand played the 9 of spades. Our right-hand opponent played the king of spades, and now it is our turn to play. What would you play? I would 100% play the ace of spades. There are 2 really important reasons for this. What are they? The first reason is promotion. I think that we can create more spade tricks if we play the ace on the king than we can if we don't. And we are going to delve into that in a lot more detail. But first, I want to give you the other reason. The other reason that it's so important here to play the ace of spades is that we don't want the opponents to switch and lead a heart. Leading spades is great. We want the opponents to lead spades because that creates tricks for us. But we're really super vulnerable in hearts. We only have 5 hearts, which means the opponents have 8. If they figure it out and switch to hearts, we won't be able to lose the lead again. Much better for us to take the lead right now. That gives us an opportunity to go ahead and create some winners by losing the lead while we still have the ace of hearts. Let's go back to the first reason. One of the ways that we create winners in no trump is with promotion. And when we cover the king of spades with the ace, we are promoting our jack and our 10. Where do we think the queen of spades is? I would suggest the queen is in the west hand. I have a couple of reasons for thinking this. Why do you think they are? The first reason is that West chose to lead the suit. Typically in no trump, we generally lead our longest and strongest suit. Sometimes the auction can sway which suit we lead, but predominantly we're leading our longest and strongest suit. So it's possible that West has led the suit not having any honors, but it's kind of unlikely. I would think they would have a better suit to lead if they didn't have any high spades. My other reason for thinking that the queen is in West is that East has played the king. So typically having 2 cards of equal value, if we're following, we play the bottom of the touching cards. So a couple of things about this. The first thing is that sometimes people make decisions that don't make sense to you. So we might assume that West is leading from their longest and strongest suit, and they might have chosen to lead a major even though they had another suit that was longer because someone told them to lead a major. The other thing about East's choice to play the king is East may be trying to confuse us by playing the wrong card. They may be playing the wrong card just because they aren't paying attention, or maybe they have a different agreement with their partner. There are a lot of different reasons that could happen. But when you combine the fact that West has led the suit and East played the king, I think it's pretty likely that the queen is in West. Why does this matter? In order to create 2 tricks on this suit, hopefully, and take a total of 3 tricks, we need to play the ace on the king or the queen. And right now we have the opportunity to play the ace on the king. If we pass this up and play the 5, we're probably not going to get a chance to play the ace on the queen because the queen is probably in the west hand. So the reason it matters is that if the queen were in the east hand, we could potentially take a finesse and play the ace on the queen. But thinking that the queen is in the west hand, behind our ace, this means that the odds that we will get a chance to play the ace on the queen are very small. So if we pass up this opportunity right now to play the ace on the king, we're probably going to take at most 2 tricks in the suit when we'd had the opportunity to actually take 3. When we play the ace on the king, this allows us to create another trick by playing spades, forcing out the queen, and we want to watch our spots. We can see that the 9 was played. So if we play the jack, our opponent plays the queen, and we note the 8. How many spade tricks have we created? 2. So now our 10 and our 7 are good. So we've created 2 tricks by playing the ace on the king. If we don't play the ace on the king, if we go back, if we duck this trick, because somebody told us to always take the 3rd trick and no trump, there are 2 bad things that can happen now. The first thing is that East could lead a heart. Very, very bad. We do not want East leading a heart. But the second thing, not quite as bad, is that when East leads another spade, as we talked about, the queen is now sitting behind our ace jack. So we are now in a bad position. We were in a good position a second ago, and now we're in a bad position. Not as bad as if East had chosen to lead a heart, but still not an ideal position. Because now if we play the ace, West is not going to play the queen, and if we play the jack, we've given up one of our tricks. Let's look at the full hand. In this moment in time, there are 2 really important reasons to play the ace. If we play the ace, we create a spade trick because we promote our jack, our 10, and our 7. We will now lose a trick to the queen and take the other 2 tricks, taking a total of 3 spade tricks. If we duck, there are 2 big problems with this. The first is by not covering the king, we've lost a spade trick we didn't have to lose. Now we will only be able to create 1 extra spade trick instead of 2 extra spade tricks, taking a total of 2 spade tricks instead of 3. But far more significant than that is that East can now switch to hearts. You may actually go down if you do this because you only have 7 winners. So if we do this, even if we duck, it's not going to help because the defense can take out our ace of hearts. And now all of East's hearts are good. So now if we try and create a trick, either by playing spades or by playing diamonds, the defense can set the contract. So if we play the ace of spades, and then the jack of spades, we have created an 8th trick, but the problem is that the defense is now on lead, and they can lead a diamond, taking the ace, and setting the contract. We should not be going down on this hand when the opponent leads a spade. They've given us a golden opportunity to win the ace of spades and set up the trick we need to make the hand. We want to capitalize that and not give them the opportunity to set up the heart suit. If we let East win the king of spades, we actually end up going down 2 instead of making the contract. If we go back, there is no reason to duck the king of spades and every reason not to. One of the things you want to think about when you're choosing whether or not to take an ace in a no-trump contract is, can the opponents lead something else that I like less? And on this hand, that is very, very true. Thank you. It's a brand new year. What a great time to work on your bridge skills. Like and subscribe so you don't miss a video.